Hi everybody, this is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman from the Jewish Executive Learning Network. I haven't been posting any videos for the last couple weeks, almost a month. People have been asking me, writing me emails, messaging me, finding me on Facebook. They say, hey, where are you? Where you been? Are you okay? You still alive? You forgot about us? What happened? What have you been busy with? So, anyway, thank God. Definitely fine, definitely well, definitely alive. But the reason I've been so busy the last couple of weeks is that, thank God, my sefer, my work, my book, my new book came out, short and sweet on the Parsha. My new work came out that I've been working on for a couple of years, and I've been very busy with that the last couple of weeks, getting it out to people, the hundreds and hundreds of people who had pre-ordered it and everything else. So that's where I've been. Haven't forgotten about you. Thank you for everyone who reached out, and moving forward, we'll be back on track with videos and content and everything else. I was asked by some people in the public, a bunch of different people suggested, why don't you make a video, since you said you've been busy with this the last couple weeks? What did you learn about writing a book? What have you learned about life, growing, about yourself, about Torah, about, trying to bring out your goals and dreams? What did you learn by trying to put out a work? So I'll tell you a couple quick lessons that I learned from this process, things that hopefully can be translatable to things that you want for you in your own life. A couple things. Number one thing I could tell you I learned is that dreams do come true. I conceived of writing this work first originally about 12 years ago. I had the idea in my head. About 3 years ago, I decided that I was going to actually do it, and I had the vision in my mind. So, what you want to happen can come true, can happen, and it's possible. And you can actually be holding your dreams, whether your dream is to get married or to have a child or graduate school or to write a work or something else. It can happen. You can actually be holding it. Dreams do come true, thank God. So that's one thing that I already knew, but I've been reminded of from this process. That's number one. Number two, I could tell you that a second lesson is that, and it's a quote that I often say, and that is that if you want to have things in life that other people don't have, you have to be willing to do things that other people aren't willing to do. If you want to accomplish extra, you have to do extra. Otherwise, it won't happen. People ask me, when did you have time to write this and put this together? And I'll tell you the honest to goodness truth. Most of this work, which is a 560-page, deep, complicated Torah commentary, which involves thousands of hours of learning and work, most of it I wrote between 10 and 11 at night and about 2 in the morning. From about 10 or 11 at night to about 2 in the morning, about 5 days a week, for a couple years. That's right. As the day was winding down for a couple years, for most people, I would drink a cup of coffee if necessary, or even 2 if necessary. And even on Friday night at the Shabbos table, you could ask my wife and kids, I was having some cups of coffee because I didn't want to go to bed and I needed a motor and type and work and research for a couple hours. So since I was willing to do that and still get up again for work and life a couple hours later, I was willing to do something other people wouldn't be willing to do in many cases. I now have something that they don't have, and but I wish for them to have, but they don't have. So that's the second thing that I learned from the process. You want to have something, whether it's in a physical sense or in a spiritual sense, you got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to put in the time and do things that don't seem to be normal. If you do that, you'll end up producing something that also seems not normal, perhaps in a good way. And a third thing I could tell you that I definitely learned, which I already knew, and these are things that you know, but you live it and you go through it, you remind yourself, and that is, there's enormous value in life in being a closer. In other words, it's not enough to be inspired, it's not enough to be excited, you got to take things all the way. You wrote half a manuscript, so what? You wrote a whole one, so what? You got to get it published, you got to get it printed, you got to get it sold, and until you have something physical in your hands, you got an actual book, you didn't finish the book. And a lot of us in life, we get excited, we get inspired, we start doing things, but we're not prepared to take things all the way. And until you're ready and willing and able to take things all the way, you're a closer, you finish the job, you finish it, you don't have it. But when you are a closer and you do finish, that's when you can plant a flag in the ground and say, I was victorious. So anyway, I encourage all of you to pursue your dreams, be willing to push yourself beyond the bounds of what seem normal and practical, because becoming successful and getting what you want in life is never practical. And realize you got to be a closer. You got to take things all the way, whether you're designing an app, Whether you're trying to finish the Talmud or anything else, you got to take it all the way. Half measures are not going to get you where you want to go. So anyway, that's where I've been. If you'd like to order a copy, happy to get in touch with me. Happy to get in touch with you. Happy to get in touch with me. I think you know what I mean. I'm just a little tired. Anyway, this is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman of the Jewish Executive Learning Network. Hope you'd enjoy today's clip. If you'd like to get in touch with me directly, maybe even order a copy, $24.99. I'll ship it to you anywhere in the world. My email is director@jeln.org, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks. I missed you. Bye.